Hey everybody, this is Ian, and I don't usually do this type of video because it's not my style. I'm more of the gaming guy, not the talk about things that are happening on the YouTube platform guy. But this got my attention. So you may or may not have heard, YouTube is getting rid of dislikes, and I'll explain why I personally think this is a terrible idea in a bit, assuming you care what I think. But first of all, let's hear this funny YouTube man.
I've always thought seeing the number of dislikes on a video helps us know as viewers if it's a good video or not, if it's a helpful tutorial or not, or if what a creator is saying in their video is generally agreed with or not. But unfortunately, research teams at YouTube have found there's this whole other use for disliking a video that I had never experienced as a creator, and you may not have either. Apparently, groups of viewers are targeting a video's dislike button to drive up the count, turning it into something like a game with a visible scoreboard.
Basically, what he's saying is that although yes, we see dislikes as important, it helps you know whether or not a video is good. We don't care about that because a select certain few YouTubers are getting hated on. Oh no.
That's a big problem when half of YouTube's mission is to give everyone a voice.
I like this bit here. I think it's especially ironic because they're talking about giving people a voice while disabling the option to dislike something. I mean, I it's a little bit of a there's a little bit of a lapse in logic there. That doesn't make sense. You're saying you're giving people an opportunity to share their voices by disabling dislikes, but really you're just preventing people from sharing their voices.
So earlier in 2021, YouTube experimented with making the public dislike count private to see if it would help reduce these coordinated dislike attacks across the platform. And after analysis, they did see a reduction.
Whoa, guys, you won't believe this. We found that after disabling the ability to see dislikes, that there's less dislikes. Oh my gosh, this is groundbreaking research, guys. Holy crap.
Now, a few common questions we saw from the initial experiment. First, without a public dislike count, how can viewers tell if a video is worth watching? Again, I kind of had this question too, but it turns out that while viewers might use the dislike count to give them a sense of a video's worth, when the teams looked at the data across millions of viewers and videos in the experiment, they didn't see a noticeable difference in viewership, regardless of whether they could see the dislike count or not.
If you're on YouTube and you're trying to figure out, say, the legitimacy of a product, you're trying to figure out if the tutorial is actually a tutorial or if it's misleading or not, and you can't see the dislike button, then that's an issue. So say there's a video advertising a product, right? And you have no knowledge of this product, you have no idea if it's good or not, and you want to know if the product is legitimate or not. Well, a pretty good way to see that is if you look at the dislike button. If people have disliked this video and are saying, no, this isn't a good product, this person is lying, this person is a terrible person, you shouldn't listen to them, then without that dislike button, you won't be able to tell whether or not it's actually a good video or worthwhile. Because what can happen is this creator or this person selling this fake product or trying to scam people can simply turn off the comment section. And when the comments are disabled and the dislike button doesn't work, then the only thing you can see are the likes on the video, and you say, okay, this video has 300 likes, it must be a good video. Well, in reality, the vast majority of the people watching the video might be disliking it, and in that case you wouldn't know that this video is not a good video or it's a scam video. So funny YouTube man is just saying, "Oh, even if there's a lot of dislikes on the video, people still watch the video. We checked the data. We looked at it. It's just because a video is disliked doesn't mean less people watch it." No, that's not. That's not the point at all.
If creators can still see the dislike count on the back end, how's that any different? They can see it if they look for it inside Studio Analytics under the Engagement tab. Overall, it's much less likely to cause stress and embarrassment.
Oh no. So basically what I'm getting from this is YouTube is saying that, oh no, we don't want creators to get embarrassed that their videos are getting dislikes. They might get sad. So, we're going to screw over a bunch of people by not letting them voice their opinion on videos and not letting them see if a video is good or not by disabling the dislike button. So, basically what I've received from this 3-minute video is that it's about feelings. It's about whether or not somebody's going to get mad because their video got some dislikes. Good lord.
And one more common question, is this because YouTube Rewind got lots of dislikes? No, although there are some teams internally who have learned the hard way what it feels like to get lots of dislikes.
Yeah, you don't say. I like how the comments are just The comments are just filled with that one J Schlatt copy pasta.
And if you scroll even further down, you'll notice that every single comment is the same goddamn sentence. Truly disgusting that some people would do this horrible thing.
We're gonna make a pros and cons chart to illustrate the situation. Starting under the pros category, we of course have YouTubers don't feel sad when they get dislikes. Now, as a YouTuber myself, I can confirm whenever I get a dislike, it is the worst part of my day. I just start crying. I can't stop. I start screaming. It's terrible. I go to bed and I cry myself to sleep. So now that there's no more dislike button, I can feel good about myself again. Let's go. The other pro, YouTube doesn't have to hear the wrong opinion. Back in the old days, whenever YouTube made something and people didn't like it, poor YouTube.com had to deal with people leaving dislikes. But now, they can censor everyone they don't agree with. Let's go! This is good! Now let's check out the cons side. YouTube very much wants to spin this in a positive light. They want to say that, oh, it's helping people feel safe about making content. It's helping them express themselves. But in reality, you're just depriving the vast majority of YouTube, which is not the YouTubers, but the viewers themselves, of their own opinion and the right to let people know a video isn't worth watching or if a video is bad. The next issue is that it puts the minority over the majority. The problem YouTube was referencing is a small percentage of case where groups of people have decided they just want to hate on somebody for no reason and dislike it. And that's wrong. I get that. It's wrong to just randomly mass dislike somebody just to mess with them or just because you decided you didn't like this person. However, this is a minority of the majority of cases, and it doesn't happen to the majority of YouTubers. So YouTube's putting issues that only affect a small portion of the site at the forefront and helping a small portion of people by harming the rest of the site, which is never a good practice. Next, it allows scammers to flourish. Whether a scammer is making a video promoting some cryptocurrency that's really just a scam or a pyramid scheme, or if they're advertising a bad product that nobody really likes, they can simply just disable the comment section, and with the dislikes disabled, nobody will ever truly be able to know if the video is good or not. Now what scammers can do is, without the dislike ratio, they can only display the likes on their video, which might trick people into thinking it's a decent video if, say, 300 people or like 50 people liked it, which is a big issue. And lastly, I cannot emphasize this enough, this kind of ties into the first point, but this is just blatant censorship, listen. Most people dislike videos for a reason, and now you're taking that option away. People can no longer voice their opinion. If a video is bad, people cannot express their opinion and tell others it's bad. It's just not a good idea. YouTube sees people disliking videos that they don't like and says, "Wait a minute, we can't have that. We can't that shouldn't be allowed on this site." So yeah, I don't know if you guys can count. I hope you can, but you never know. Two is a two is a less number is a less number than four, and four is more than two. So I think it's generally a bad thing that YouTube is taking away the dislikes. Oh, I'll be right back. There's just a knock on my door. All right, I'm back. After some good thinking, I've decided to change my wrong opinion. Glory to the great site of YouTube. All hail Chairman Susan. Removing the dislikes is a fantastic idea. And of course, like and subscribe.